Americans have less than 48 hours to enjoy TikTok before it goes dark across the country. As of January 19th, the Chinese-owned app will no longer be accessible in the United States. The news is disheartening for many, especially those who depend on TikTok for their livelihood.
But yeah, guys, right now I'm really worried because if TikTok's banned, like what are us influencers really gonna do? Like, we have nothing to go to. So I'm probably gonna sue the government because without TikTok, there is no me, there is no influencer. My bills are too high to work at McDonald's. Like, that's just not gonna ever happen. That's just not a thing.
But why is the US so determined to ban TikTok?
So, you said today, as you often say, that you live in Singapore. Of what nation are you a citizen?
Singapore.
Are you a citizen of any other nation?
No, Senator.
Have you ever applied for Chinese citizenship?
Senator, I served my nation in Singapore. No, I did not.
Do you have a Singaporean passport?
Yes, and I served my military for two and a half years in Singapore.
Do you have any other passports from any other nations?
No, Senator.
Your wife is an American citizen, your children are American citizens.
That's correct.
Have you ever applied for American citizenship?
No, not yet.
In 2023, the US and several other countries attempted to ban TikTok, citing national security risks. The official reasons revolve around concerns about data privacy and fears that ByteDance, TikTok's Chinese parent company, could share user data with the Chinese government. However, the issue runs much deeper than cybersecurity. TikTok is no ordinary social media platform. It is a global cultural powerhouse with over 1 billion monthly active users worldwide. In the United States alone, TikTok has about 150 million users, nearly half of the country's population of 334.9 million as of 2023. Its unparalleled ability to shape trends and influence culture is seen as both an asset and a threat.
Well, then why don't you let your 8-year-old child on TikTok?
I have seen these news articles. I would like to address that. My kids live in Singapore, and in Singapore, we do not have the under 13 experience. If they lived here in the United States, I'll let them use the under 13 experience.
The US government's concerns extends beyond data security. Unlike America-owned platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, TikTok operates outside the Western-controlled ecosystem. Social media is a potent tool for shaping public opinions, and the US government has some measure of influence over domestic platforms. However, TikTok's Chinese ownership places it beyond America's jurisdiction, raising fears about the potential for spying, unauthorized surveillance of users, public influence, manipulating political opinions or trends, targeting tracking, monitoring specific individuals.
Have you ever been a member of the Chinese Communist Party?
Senator, I'm Singaporean. No.
Have you ever been associated or affiliated with the Chinese Communist Party?
No, Senator. Again, I'm Singaporean.
While these concerns are valid, they also highlight the broader geopolitical rivalry between the US and China, with China's rapid economic growth challenging the US dominance. TikTok's immense popularity becomes a symbol of this competition. TikTok's financial success in the US further complicates the matter. In 2022, TikTok generated $5.9 billion in ad revenue in the US, a 184.4% increase from the previous year. Losing access to the US market would deal a significant financial blow to ByteDance. Now, to avoid a ban, the US has demanded that ByteDance sells TikTok's US operations to an American company. Several high-profile figures and entities have expressed interest in buying TikTok. For instance, YouTuber MrBeast jokingly offered to purchase TikTok to prevent its ban. We also have billionaire Frank McCourt, who proposed a $20 billion deal to acquire TikTok's US operations, excluding its algorithm. Elon Musk, on the other side, the owner of Twitter, now X, has been rumored as a potential buyer. Combining TikTok's content and user base with his platform could align with Musk's ambition for AI and advertising growth. Despite these interests, ByteDance has firmly stated that TikTok's US operations are not for sale. Chinese officials also prefer that the app remain under ByteDance's ownership, complicating any potential deal. The estimated cost of TikTok's US operations between 40 to 50 billion US dollars poses an additional challenge, especially for Musk, who is still managing debt from his Twitter acquisition. Beyond financial concerns, TikTok represents a battle for influence. The platform captures the attention of the open-minded youth, creating trends faster than any other social media app. For the US, banning TikTok isn't just about protecting privacy, it is about limiting Chinese influence and ensuring greater control over the flow of information. As TikTok's future hangs in the balance, many American users are already migrating to alternative platforms like Xiaohongshu, a Chinese rival app that has gained popularity in the US. Meanwhile, TikTok is appealing the ban to the Supreme Court in a last-ditch effort to remain operational. Whether TikTok survives in the US will depend on whether ByteDance can strike a deal or withstand the mounting pressure. This saga is about more than just a social media platform. It is a reflection of the growing geopolitical rivalry between the US and China and the broader fight for control in a rapid evolving digital age.